Brother, if you're struggling to break free from a pornography addiction, you don't need another filter. You don't need another late night support group in some church basement. And you sure as hell don't need to keep calling yourself an addict for the rest of your life. None of those are freedom. Those are prisons with new walls. And I know how it feels. You've tried white knuckling. You've tried the blockers. You've tried promising God you'd never relapse again. And then days or a week later, you're right back at it. And with every relapse, the shame gets heavier. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. I've created the Reboot Your Life program because men like you deserve more than just behavior management. You deserve to step into a brand new identity. You deserve freedom. You deserve to rebuild your life into the man that God has created you to be. And in today's episode, I'm going to give you the 10 reasons why this approach is radically different than traditional recovery programs and why it's actually working for men all across the world right now. Guys, welcome to the Rebuilt Man podcast. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder and host here, and it's been our mission for the last 6.5 years with over 1,700 documented transformations, helping men just like you take back control, rebuild and reclaim a new identity, one of freedom, identity, and purpose. If you're new to the podcast, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on YouTube, turn those post notifications on. Now, I'm not here to bash every recovery program. Some men have found help in these places, but I know the vast majority of men who come into our brotherhood have tried all these routes and failed time and time again. So I want to pull back the curtain and show you exactly why the Rebuilt Man and Reboot Your Life is different, why it works when everything else hasn't, and why this philosophy will not only set you free from porn, but it'll transform every single area of your life. I'm going to back this up with real client testimonies, case studies, and even the research that proves why what we do work. So let's get into it. 10 reasons. Number one is we focus on identity over behavior. Most programs tell you to manage your behavior, block websites, avoid temptation, try harder. But if your identity doesn't change, none of this sticks. Brother, you'll never be able to outperform the man that you believe yourself to be. One of our clients one time, after 15 years of relapses, finally embraced this truth. He stopped saying, I'm an addict, and started saying, I'm a leader. I'm a rebuilt man. And for the first time in his adult life, he is living porn-free. Research backed this up. Psychologists like James Clear and BJ Fogg have proven that identity-based habits are the only ones that truly last. This is why in health and fitness, they tell you you must embrace a new lifestyle. Well, a lifestyle is a byproduct of your identity. If you're going to transform, if you're going to walk in freedom, you must focus on identity over behavior. Second reason here is we have a faith-based approach as our foundation. Traditional programs leave God out of the equation. But brother, you cannot rebuild your life apart from him. Romans 12:2 tells us, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is not just self-help. You must go through a supernatural, spiritual transformation. We've had men inside our brotherhood tell us time and time again that they couldn't break free until they fully surrendered to Christ. But once they did, not only did porn use stop, but marriages began to heal. Men finally stepping into becoming the spiritual leaders within their home. You have to have faith as a foundation of your transformation. The third thing that separates the Rebuilt Man and Reboot Your Life apart from every other approach out there is the integration of fitness and physiology. Most recovery groups are going to keep you stuck in your head. But here at the Rebuilt Man, we rebuild you from the inside out, your body alongside your mind. Exercise literally rewires your brain, increasing dopamine receptor sensitivity and repairing the system that porn has hijacked. I see men drop 20 pounds, regain energy, and feel their urges shrink as they rebuild their health. Porn had them weak and tired, but fitness made them strong and resilient again. If you're not integrating a physical component to your transformation, you're missing a core ingredient of pursuing freedom. The fourth thing here that sets us apart is our daily structure and habits, what we call our daily 5. You see, weekly meetings aren't going to be enough. That's why freedom is built in the day-to-day habits. In our program, we track our daily 5: gratitude, journaling, daily walks, not hitting snooze, development through reading. I've had a brother tell me that after just 30 days of practicing our habits, he wasn't just free from porn. He was more productive at work, more present with his wife, and more confident than he'd ever been before. You can't transform your life with a weekly meeting. It's got to be focused and done on a daily basis. The fifth thing here that sets us apart at the Reboot Man is our community of high-performing men. Let's be real. Most support groups are filled with men that are stuck in defeat, repeating the same stories, same patterns for decades. But here in the Reboot Man, our brotherhood is surrounded by high-performing men, leaders, business owners, husbands, fathers, men who are done settling for mediocrity and are ready to chase and pursue excellence. I had a gentleman recently reach out and inquire about our services, even going as far as booking a call to speak with us about getting some help. But prior to that, he said that what turned him away was the fact that we do serve high-performing men, and that wasn't him. That's a man that's choosing mediocrity. You don't have to be making millions of dollars to be a high performer. A high performer is somebody that is done settling for less than what they were designed for. One of our guys, Brian, he's been clean since day one. He's back to walking daily. He's healed from an injury. And he's even started couples counseling with his wife. His words, things are improving with a lot more work to do. But this is what it looks like when men fight for more than just sobriety. They fight for growth. You got to be around a community of high-performing men. The sixth thing here that we do differently than most other approaches out there is we do not focus on surface-level solutions. We help you get to the root cause, because you got to understand that porn is just a symptom. The root can be trauma, stress, unresolved pain, avoidance, nice guy syndrome. A Cambridge study done in 2018 showed that unresolved trauma is one of the highest, strongest predictors of compulsive sexual behavior. One of our brothers, Jamal, realized that porn wasn't just about lust. It was him escaping his anger. When he did the root work, the chains broke. Today, he is free and thriving. You got to focus on root cause solutions, not just the surface behavior approach. The seventh thing here is we eliminate victimhood. We help you step into real self-leadership. Traditional programs will keep you wearing the label and the hat of an addict for life, but that keeps you stuck in victimhood. In Reboot Your Life, you stop calling yourself an addict. You start leading yourself like a man. One client told me that the biggest shift wasn't about quitting porn. It was finally stepping into and leading his life, his faith, his family. That's what freedom truly looks like. The eighth thing here that's going to separate us is we take a bold, action-oriented approach to our coaching. Look, I'm not here to coddle you. I never was designed that way. I'm here to coach you. And coaching sometimes is the person asking you the hard, difficult questions. If you continue to show up and listen to these episodes, it's because something about my message resonates with you. And if you're new here, welcome. But I'm going to tell you straight out the gate, this is who we are. This is what we're about. What many other programs will have you sit in circles, sharing your feelings, giving you tactical steps and weekly challenges. I'm going to help you become better. We've had many men in our program that haven't slipped in years. Why? Because they follow through on every single challenge we lay out. We force you to become better through an environment of men that are becoming better themselves, and through asking the difficult questions that most men are avoiding asking. The ninth thing here that separates us apart is we focus on transformation beyond just porn. Look, quitting porn is just the beginning of this journey. The real goal is rebuilding your entire life. I've seen men go from 30 years addicted to becoming porn-free to now restoring intimacy in their marriages and scaling their businesses. Some of my greatest joys in life are helping men succeed in every single area: faith, fitness, finances, family, and their freedom. We have the science to back this up and support it. When you detox from porn, your dopamine system resets. You gain clarity, energy, purpose that spills into every single area of your life. And if you are not in a system that is designed to help you excel in those areas, you will fall back into the old patterns. We focus on transformation far beyond just quitting porn. The 10th thing here is none of this is theory. This is all proven systems with real results, documented, that can support it. I've refined this system after my own 20-year battle, but more importantly, in the trenches myself, for the last 6 years with thousands of men worldwide. Every week inside of our brotherhood, you see us posting the wins, no slips, the first honest talk with their wife, men saying, I feel like myself again. This system works, and it'll work for you too if you allow it. So to recap this, traditional recovery manages behaviors. Reboot Your Life, the rebuilt man, we transform your identity. We focus on faith, fitness, your finances, your family, your freedom, brotherhood, bold coaching. And that's why men are experiencing real, lasting freedom. And I want to remind you, brother, that you are not broken. You just aren't allowing yourself to be rebuilt. Now, if you're tired of white knuckling, if you're tired of relapsing, if you're tired of feeling like nothing is ever going to change, it's time to stop fighting this alone. Inside of the Rebuilt Man Brotherhood on School, you can join and get access to a 7-day porn reset to gain momentum and get clarity. You get access to our Daily 5 system. You'll meet men just like you, and you'll finally see what's possible when you step into brotherhood. Click the link below, visit school.com, SKOOL.com/reboot your life to join us today for free. But you don't have to wait another day. Freedom is waiting. And brother, I'm here to tell you you're closer than you think. School.com, SKOOL.com/reboot your life, or click the link down there in the show notes below. And brother, I look forward to seeing you on the inside as our next success story and transformation rebuilt man. We love you guys. See you on the inside.